Hey guys, welcome back. Modi 101 here. I'm here with the one, the only, the exquisite psychotic dreamer, aka Mikey.
That's me.
It is we. It's you. He's weeing everywhere. Somebody wee.
Ew.
What? I was talking about a early 2000 Nintendo system. Okay, not everything's about P with me. All right, come on, man. Anyways, welcome back to All in One. In between episodes, I did a little bit of prep work. I apparently didn't sleep. It's apparently something I did not prep for was sleeping, so let me go do that real quick. I made more botany pots and got those set up on top of the chests in that one room. That way, as we make stuff, those things are ready to go. We can probably get more of the food stuff put in and make some more of these. And the our little generator that could has just been chugging along here. I've been emptying it, and what do we got? Ooh, a bag of rice, nice. And whatnot. And I worked through all of those ores that I had gotten as quest rewards. So you know all the weird nether ones and the weird end ones and stuff that I got as a reward that I forgot to claim a while ago. So yeah, this guy's keeping up. You know, it's full, and this is still running, so it's you know, it's not depleting the energy. Of course, it's the only thing running, but I believe, and I want to check this today, we have refined storage in here, and I think that might be probably the next thing to work on, just to kind of clean up these chests, and plus it'd be nice to have the stuff pumped right into the system, and maybe we can even output like ores and whatnot to automatically go into a furnace, cook through it, go back into the system and stuff like that, and that way we can kind of keep up on all of that stuff. Even though most of these chests aren't, I mean, most of these chests are empty. I think that'll be a good thing to get. And I like refined storage. If it was applied in logistics, I would wait 20 more episodes. That drives me crazy. So, which, by the way, I'm going to work on applied logistics in another pack later today. Yay.
Spoilers.
I know. Let me think. This comes out before then, so there we go. Yeah, it's a spoiler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is a spoiler. Yeah, there you go.
Way to ruin things.
But they don't know which pack I'm doing with Heather that isn't Go Create. Damn it. Technically, I didn't say which pack. I didn't say which of the two that I said the name of the other one. Anyways. I'm good at this. So, all right, let me see. This is the fun of being me, is trying to remember what I need to do. I need to make a controller, so I do need to get into making diamonds. Let's see how we're looking at that. We got 39 in here, and
not bad.
We got 4 more in here, so I should be able to at least get started on it. So, and then slime we are getting, not a ton of it. We have 9 of it, but that is something that is being generated by this current catalyst, so the underground one. So it's not too bad. So, all right. So I'm going to work on that. We do need. Wait. Hold on. Just thought of something. I need quartz enriched iron, which means I need nether quartz. We have some.
I need 4 of that quartz before you go using it. Otherwise, you can have at it.
Yeah, I don't need that much.
Because I'm making I'm gonna make both nether quartz and quartz enriched iron seeds.
Sweet. Okay. Well, yeah, the quartz enriched iron is actually what I need it for too, so that works out because then I can use that. All right. So let's grab this. Make up some of this real quick. I believe it's 4 and 1. No, damn it.
3 iron to 1 nether quartz.
Okay, that was off by 1. All right, there we go. We got 36. That should be more than enough to get me going. All right, so we got that, and then we're gonna need silicon. Ooh, yeah, that one. Yeah, if you can make silicon seeds, that might be kind of cool. We would need to make silicon, so.
Well, you make silicon, or at least you usually do in refined by smelting nether quartz.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna smelt up 8 of them. And then I'm gonna give you 4. Because if you have 4, then you can make the seed. Is that cool?
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
And then I'll just use the other ones for what I'm making right now. Let's see, piece of stone. Anyways, how's the world been treating you there, Mikey?
Yeah, about the usual. Nothing really happens with me. I'm boring.
Boring's fun. I realized I'm a big fan of boring. I'm really, 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 really starting to try and embrace my old age. I found myself, because it used to be, I would do, work like off camera work and stuff like that, and I would do that until, sometimes, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and get up at like, 7, 8 o'clock, which is still, relatively early, but I don't know what it is. Recently I've been like tired. I'm going to bed at like, 10, 11 o'clock, like passing right out. And then I find myself waking up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and come downstairs and make a coffee, let the dogs out. All the kids are asleep. It's quiet. God, I love that. Oh man, you have no idea. Love me some nobody awake stuff going on, because it was kind of like that before when I would stay up late, because Heather usually goes to bed at like at a normal grown up time, and but Pink Cacti is very much in her 20s. She works evenings, so she is very much a stay up kind of late. By the way, here's that. So I'd still hear her, TV or computer or whatever and stuff like that. But yeah, in the morning, no one's awake. It's awesome. Love it. Love hanging out with my family, but I also like when it's nice and quiet. All right, redstone and diamonds. Let's go ahead and make 4 of these because we're gonna need them. And redstone. So yeah, just embrace. I'm not like standing outside in my robe, mad at the paper boy because he isn't here yet, level of old. But I'm getting there. I'm working on it. Of course, I probably wouldn't get the paper, so I would just be sitting here yelling at the internet.
Which you do, so
Which I'd be, yeah, that's my job. Which I'd do. I'd still be in a robe and still be in my driveway. I'd just be holding a laptop. Like, why is this? But yeah, really takes away from that excitement of the Sunday coupons, though. But then on the other hand, going against the old, well, okay, I guess this kind of falls into the old guyness. And now that Heather's broken the crest of 40, she's kind of getting with me. We love the whole pick up at store grocery shopping thing. So Heather does like all the grocery shopping like on her phone, which is nice because we go to the same place and on the app when you buy stuff, it kind of keeps it in a we remember what you get kind of thing. That wasn't supposed to sound so ominous, but you know what I mean. And so that's pretty easy and whatnot. And then Sundays we just drive up, don't even get out of the car. I don't even have to wear pants if I don't want to. And they put it in the car and bring it in, and where they put it in the car, then we get home, we bring it in. Now we tried that whole delivery thing because it's free, and I honestly just thought it was the exact same thing. So basically, the place we go to is Fry's for people that might be in Other parts of the country, Kroger, it's the same company. Um, they So when you order online for pickup, they actually have staff members that their job is to, go and pick all that stuff for you, right?
Hmm.
I'm sure you guys have seen it if you go to the grocery store. It doesn't matter where you shop, they have that. And all right, for now, I'm just gonna stick this here, and I want to see how the power is on this. Didn't even hiccup. Okay. Um. Anyway, so yeah, so they have people to go pick the stuff. Then you pull up. They have a special little door. They bring the stuff out and put in your car, and it's all Fry's employees. But then we tried the delivery thing, and I just assumed it was going to be the same kind of picking thing, right? So the same people who pick up the to go orders, that get picked up at store, will be picking this stuff. They would just like a pizza delivery guy. They would just have somebody grab those bags instead of bringing them out to our car, drive to our house, right?
Hmm.
Well, it turns out they use Instacart,
Hmm.
and for anybody who doesn't know, it's like Uber for lunch meat. I don't know how else to explain it. It's so basically the person gets the list, and the person doesn't work for the grocery store. They're kind of subcontracted out, right?
Hmm.
And they go to the store with your list. They pick out the stuff, and then they do the whole process where they pay for it, obviously, with the money that you've already sent them and whatnot. Um, and then they drive to your house, and then I mean, I from that point I really don't know how. I guess maybe if you needed help, like elderly or something like that, I guess they would bring it in your house. Maybe, I don't know. So we tried it one time, and the person kept texting Heather because, okay, so like the store is pretty good. Like the people who are working there kind of know where everything's at because they work there and they do the same job every day, and it's in the same location, the same store, everything like that, right? So this person like texted, like, not like we were annoyed, it was just weird. They texted like Heather, like, I don't know, 5, 10 times, like, oh, I couldn't find this. Did you want that? Or I couldn't find this. Was there something else you wanted and whatnot? So it was a little bit more work on our end for that. And then, I don't know, just when the lady showed up, it just was weird that we were having someone bring our groceries. And I don't know why. I mean, someone delivers a pizza. Then, okay, cool. Uber Eats or DoorDash or any of those. Heather and I tried it once. We weren't big fans because the food was kind of cold, but that's just because, you know, it would have been cold if we picked it up and drove it home
Hmm.
and whatnot. Pink Cacti does it all the time. She has a car, she has a license, she hates driving, so a lot of times she'll do that. Yeah, and that never threw me out. But I don't know, just having some random lady I've never met show up with a trunk full of groceries that are buying, it was just weird. And then we just felt obligated, because all the boys were here, so we just all went out and did it. We were like, "Oh, you don't worry about it. I know it's your job, but don't worry about it." I don't know. The whole scenario just seemed awkward to me. So like I said, we tried it that one time, and then yeah, now we just because the grocery store we go to is honestly 5 minutes away. I mean, it's actually technically the grocery store that Pink Cacti works at. So it's not far. We technically have one a little closer, but not by much. Um, but yeah, so now you go more traditional grocery shopping though, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I even prefer to go to an actual cashier than to do a self checkout or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I 100% agree. If we're like going grocery shopping, even if we're not, like how it was back in the day when all the kids were here, you know, um, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. If I'm going to the store and picking up 5 things, I don't mind using the self checkout just to get out of the way. Plus, it's always kind of an adventure to see if I can leave the house, go to the grocery store, get stuff, pay for it, and get home without actually talking to another human being. I don't know. It's a weird challenge I think I like to have. So, but oh yeah. When you're sitting there and you've got like three things and someone gets to the self checkout, they've got like two carts full. Like, you are crazy. You are nuts. So. Now, do you just not like using the machines, or is it just because of the quantity of stuff you're getting, or a little bit of everything?
I don't like using the machines because I often have problems with them, and then I have to wait for somebody to come over, and by the time they get over there, it always seems like a hassle to use the self checkout. That we had to do it the other day because the Walmart we go to had no aisles open at all.
Yeah, and I'm seeing more of that too. Like, at best they'll have one, which, once again, like I said, I mean, I don't know if there's necessarily a time that people don't go grocery shopping. Like, okay, if you've got a grocery store, well, I don't know. Is there a bad time? Like, is there a time that, like, because, you think, like, oh, you're probably not going to see people go into, like, a sit-down restaurant, like, at, like, 9 in the morning, unless it's a breakfast place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I guess there's really not a time where, I mean, most grocery stores, I guess some Walmarts are open 24 hours, so.
Yeah.
But, yeah, anyways. But, yeah. So, during the peak times, weekdays after 5, when people are stopping by on their way home from work and stuff like that, they usually have more cashiers open. But, yeah, I don't think I've ever been to a Walmart where they didn't have at least one.
Yeah, I was surprised because we were heading towards them, and none of the lights were lit up. But we looked down each one, and nobody was standing at any of the things. They had a garbage can sitting on top of the belt thing, so showing that they were definitely closed.
Oh, is that how they do it there? Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. So we went down to talk to the woman at the self checkout. She's like, I don't know. I'd rather be at one of the checkouts myself working rather than standing here at the self checkout. So,
yeah,
but they wouldn't put anybody there. I was just like, okay.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. Okay, do you have Circle K's where you are?
They exist, but not really in our area.
So not one that is anything that you've necessarily used.
No.
Okay, or been to. Anyways, for anybody out there, Circle K's are just convenience store gas stations, like QT or 7-Eleven, something like that. Anyways, same concept. They've been here my whole life, so they were actually where I grew up. They were the only non-mom and pop convenience store there was, right? Just in the town I lived in, we didn't have like a 7-Eleven or anything like that. And they have something interesting that and this is once again, we're sticking with the theme. This is my untrusting old guyness, and I don't know what I don't trust. That's the thing. I can't pinpoint, but just untrustworthy. So they have a thing now where they have what are called smart checkouts. And it's basically this platform. It's got a little checkout screen next to it. It's got this platform, and it's got like this apparatus that kind of goes over it. And I guess you just set your product, however you set it, down on this platform, all of it, everything you're getting. I mean, as long as it's not like piled on each other, And I don't know if it's using a camera type thing or some sort of, I don't know, like, Catherine Zeta-Jones laser beams flying every direction that I can't see. I want to go in there with like hairspray or something, like spray, so I can see where, the beams are, because I put this cat suit on, so I'm squeezing my butt under a laser. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. This cat suit's so tight it could possibly give Michael Douglas cancer. Like, that's how tight the skin suit is. Anyways, that is a journey for you guys. So enjoy that. Enjoy the. I like the fact that there's at least one person. I like to feel that at least one person per episode has to Google some things after they watch a video of ours. And it's always going to be the same response. Oh, I guess that's funny. Like, that's about like the best we can hope for. So, I'm literally just running around at this point. And so was I talking about my butt in a cat suit, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Michael Douglas cancer? Okay.
The laser thing you don't.
Yeah. So you just set all your stuff down, and it just knows, and yeah, like you can put down they have thirst busters, which are basically big gulps. If you're familiar with 7-Eleven, you set the cup up there. You got your Skittles candy or what other and all that stuff. And you just set it on there, and it just, all in one shot, boom, it's got everything you set up there. And, in witchcraft, it just seems like it's witchcraft. I'll be dead honest with you. So. But it's the only place I've seen that does that whole kind of just, it really, it couldn't work in a grocery, I guess at a grocery store, but you don't have to do the, beep, beep, each item. You just kind of put all your stuff up there. The only issue is if you're going to the store and and you're going in there because you want alcohol or say you still you have somebody, and I don't know if you can do cash back on it, so it's still got some things that are a little bit of a hurdle and whatnot. So, but I don't know. I just thought they were neat. It's the only place that I've seen those. So,
now as a kid, I used to think Circle K was a made-up place because the only place I ever heard of it was in Bill and Ted's
Excellent Adventure.
Yep. Something's afoot at the Circle K, so it was one of those places I just assumed was made up, for that. And
yeah, I thought a lot of things, it was I wouldn't say a West Coast, but a West side of the country thing. For the longest time, but and I don't know if they've expanded over the years or what, but Heather's familiar with them from Florida. And I think maybe even up in Michigan. I don't think they're as prominent east of the Mississippi as they are west. And then even in town, there's a lot of them, but there's just as many QTs have been popping up, Weeds or Starbucks or whatever, all over the place. And then we also have Speedway, which was one, which is confusing because we also have a street in Tucson called Speedway. So yeah, it can. Yeah, I'm sure there's been many a confused conversation and possibly, a domestic argument based off of I'm going to Speedway, for what? Chips. You're going to the road just north of Broadway for chips? No, I'm going to Speedway on 6th. Are you going to Speedway or 6th? And it's a whole who's on first situation. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying Heather and I have had that conversation. I'm also not saying we haven't, but anyway. All right, we're way over. I got two components. I'll probably make the drives in between because they are super boring. But
I made 3 seeds. Hey, we've accomplished stuff.
Yeah. So what do we got? We got silicone, nether quartz, and enriched iron. Sweet. And that'll help me make this stuff. So we should have an ME system up and running next episode, so that'll be awesome. All right, guys. Let us know what you think about the grocery store robots taking over. And if you also think that Circle K was to avoid having to pay royalties for the Bill and Ted movie. Let us know that. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comment section. And subscribe, all that jazz. And if you guys want to help support the channel, you can do that by becoming a Patreon. Head on over to the Patreon link, get access to this server plus 11 others. Hang out in our Discord. Chit-chat with us in the Saturday streams and all that fun stuff, plus some other goodies, so go check that out. And lastly, if you want to get your own server, head on over to Host Havoc. Use the link down below. That way they know you're coming from one of our videos. And until next time, we want to thank you all so much for hanging out, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.